You need to fail more. It's a bold statement, but within it lies the hidden key to unparalleled success. Imagine transforming every setback into a step forward, turning each defeat into a victory in disguise. This journey is about you, your resilience, your growth, and your untapped potential. We're diving deep into the paradoxical world where failure is not the end, but a beginning, a teacher guiding us toward triumph. Ready to redefine success? Let's embrace the lessons. Only failure can teach and unlock the doors to your greatest achievements. The journey of understanding and embracing failure as a cornerstone of success is both profound and counterintuitive. It challenges deep-seated beliefs and cultural norms that have long viewed failure as a negative, final, and often personal defeat. This exploration begins by delving into the historical and psychological roots of our aversion to failure, dissecting how societies, education systems, and individual mindsets have been shaped to avoid failure at all costs. Historically, the stigma attached to failure is deep-rooted and multifaceted. It often starts in the traditional education system, where the emphasis is heavily placed on achieving the right answers. This approach, while efficient for certain types of learning, inadvertently instills a fear of making mistakes. Students are rewarded for perfection and correctness, which can cultivate a mindset where any form of error is seen as a blemish on one's capability. The impact of this conditioning follows individuals into adulthood, manifesting in various aspects of professional and personal life. The fear of failure is further compounded by societal expectations and cultural narratives. In many cultures, the stories of successful individuals are often sanitized, presenting a smooth path to victory that glosses over the struggles and setbacks that were instrumental in shaping their journey. This selective storytelling perpetuates the myth of effortless success and creates unrealistic benchmarks for individual achievement. It paints a picture where success is the norm and failure is the exception, an anomaly to be shunned and feared. This aversion to failure is not merely a cultural artifact. It has its roots in human psychology. The psychological phenomenon known as loss aversion illustrates that people are more likely to prefer avoiding losses to acquiring equivalent gains. This principle shows why the fear of failure can be so paralyzing. The potential pain of losing out, failing, often looms larger in our minds than the potential gains from a risk-taking endeavor. This inherent risk aversion shapes decision-making processes, often steering individuals and organizations towards safer, but potentially less rewarding paths. Yet in contrast to this ingrained fear of failure, a closer examination of the stories of successful people and breakthrough innovations reveals a very different narrative. It's a narrative that not only acknowledges failure, but also celebrates it as an essential stepping stone to success. Take, for instance, the story of Thomas Edison, whose journey to invent the electric light bulb was marked by thousands of unsuccessful attempts. Edison's perspective on his repeated failures provides a crucial insight into the constructive mindset towards setbacks. He famously remarked that he had not failed, but rather found thousands of ways that did not work. This relentless pursuit and reframing of failure as a learning opportunity were key to his eventual success. Similar patterns can be seen in the world of business and entrepreneurship. The startup culture, particularly in Silicon Valley, has popularized the motto, "Fail fast, fail often," reflecting a mindset that views rapid iterations and learning from failures as the quickest path to finding viable solutions and achieving success. This approach acknowledges that in complex and uncertain domains, such as new product development or technology innovation, the likelihood of initial failure is high. By embracing this reality, organizations can create environments where experimentation and learning from mistakes are encouraged, leading to faster innovation cycles and adaptability. This philosophy of embracing failure is not just limited to the realms of science and business. In the creative arts, for example, the process of creation is often riddled with failures. Writers, artists, and musicians routinely produce multiple drafts and iterations of their work, each failure providing insight and direction for improvement. The masterpiece is frequently the end product of a long series of discarded attempts, each an essential step in the creative process. The recognition of the value of failure is slowly permeating educational thinking as well. Progressive education systems are beginning to shift their focus from purely results-oriented models to those that value the process of learning, including the mistakes made along the way. This approach aims to cultivate a growth mindset in students, where intelligence and abilities are not seen as fixed traits, but as qualities that can be developed through dedication and hard work. In this paradigm, failure is not a reflection of a student's inherent ability, but an opportunity for development and growth. As this understanding of failure's role in learning and development deepens, it becomes evident that the capacity to fail and learn from failure is a critical skill, one that needs to be actively cultivated. This skill, often referred to as resilience, is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to learn from mistakes, and to persist in the face of obstacles. Resilience is not an innate quality, but a trait that can be developed and strengthened over time. It involves a combination of emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and an optimistic but realistic outlook towards challenges. Developing resilience begins with changing the narrative around failure, from seeing it as an endpoint to viewing it as a critical point of learning. This shift in perspective is fundamental in cultivating an environment where taking risks, making mistakes, and learning from them is encouraged and valued. Such an environment not only fosters innovation and creativity, but also aids in building the emotional and psychological strength to cope with the challenges and uncertainties of life. As we embark on this journey of re-evaluating and embracing failure, it's essential to delve deeper into the practical ways in which individuals and organizations can transform their approach to failure. From the strategies employed by successful entrepreneurs to the habits of resilient individuals, the lessons gleaned from their experiences provide a blueprint for turning failure into a catalyst for growth and success. This exploration leads us to understand the mechanics of learning from failure, how to analyze setbacks, extract valuable lessons, and apply them effectively to future endeavors. Continuing from the understanding that failure is not just inevitable, but essential for growth and innovation, we delve into the practical mechanics of turning setbacks into stepping stones for success. This part of the journey emphasizes the strategies and mindset shifts necessary to effectively learn from failure. The first critical step in utilizing failure as a tool for success is the development of a reflective practice. Reflection involves looking back on the experience of failure, not with self-criticism or regret, but with an analytical and curious mindset. It requires asking key questions. What went wrong? What could have been done differently? What lessons can be learned from this experience? This process of reflection is crucial in transforming a seemingly negative experience into a valuable learning opportunity. For instance, in the business world, post-mortem analyses of failed projects often reveal insights that can lead to more effective strategies and innovations in future endeavors. Another important aspect is the cultivation of a growth mindset, a concept popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. In contrast to a fixed mindset, which perceives abilities as static and unchangeable, a growth mindset embraces challenges and sees failure as an opportunity to grow. This mindset shift is transformative, as it changes how individuals perceive and react to failure. Rather than being a signal of inherent incapability, failure becomes a sign that there is room for growth and development. Building resilience is also integral to learning from failure. Resilient individuals do not let failure define them. Instead, they use it as a catalyst for self-improvement. Resilience involves a combination of maintaining a positive attitude, managing emotions effectively, and staying committed to long-term goals despite setbacks. This resilience can be nurtured through various practices, such as setting realistic and achievable goals, maintaining a supportive network, and engaging in self-care activities that build emotional strength. Adapting and pivoting in response to failure is another key skill. In many success stories, a common theme is the ability to pivot, to change direction or strategy in response to feedback from failed attempts. This agility is particularly crucial in rapidly changing fields like technology and entrepreneurship. The capacity to learn quickly from mistakes and adapt accordingly is often what separates successful ventures from failed ones. For example, many successful startups began with a different product or service and, through a process of trial and error, found their niche in the market. It is also essential to normalize and destigmatize failure within organizational and educational cultures. Creating a culture that embraces failure involves changing the narrative around mistakes and setbacks. This can be achieved by celebrating attempts and efforts, not just successes, and by sharing stories of failures and what was learned from them. In such environments, individuals feel safer taking risks and exploring new ideas, which fosters innovation and creativity. In the context of education, this shift means moving away from a solely results-focused approach to one that values the learning process. Encouraging experimentation, curiosity, and problem-solving, even at the risk of making mistakes, can foster a more profound and lasting understanding in students. This approach helps develop critical thinking and adaptability, skills that are crucial in navigating the complexities of the modern world. Furthermore, the role of mentors and role models in shaping our perceptions of failure cannot be understated. Mentors who share their own experiences of setbacks and how they overcame them provide invaluable lessons in resilience. They serve as living proof that failure is not a permanent state, but a temporary obstacle on the path to success. For example, many successful entrepreneurs and leaders openly share their stories of failure, providing insights and encouragement to others facing similar challenges. As we progress in redefining our relationship with failure, it becomes increasingly clear that the ability to effectively harness lessons from setbacks is a powerful tool in the pursuit of success. This realization leads us to explore the diverse ways in which different fields and disciplines have embraced failure as a fundamental part of their journey towards excellence. From the world of science and technology to the realms of art and literature, the stories of how failures have paved the way for groundbreaking discoveries and creations offer compelling evidence of the transformative power of embracing setbacks. These narratives not only inspire, but also provide practical frameworks for leveraging failure in our endeavors, irrespective of the field or context. In this exploration of failure as a catalyst for success, we delve into how various fields and disciplines have embraced setbacks as essential to their progress. This perspective sheds light on practical frameworks and strategies across different domains, illustrating how the lessons gleaned from failure are universal in their applicability. In the realm of science and technology, failure is often an expected part of the discovery and innovation process. The scientific method itself is built on hypothesis testing, where disproving an initial hypothesis is as valuable as proving it. This approach underscores the importance of failure in advancing knowledge and understanding. For example, many medical breakthroughs have emerged from a series of failed experiments, each providing crucial information that guided subsequent research. The development of penicillin by Alexander Fleming, which was a serendipitous discovery following a failed experiment, is a classic example of how unforeseen failures can lead to significant advancements. The world of entrepreneurship provides a dynamic landscape where the role of failure is increasingly recognized and valued. The startup culture, especially in tech, advocates for the concept of failing fast, rapidly prototyping and testing ideas to learn from failures quickly and iterate towards more effective solutions. This approach not only minimizes the cost of failure, but also accelerates the learning process. Many successful companies have pivoted from their original ideas after initial failures, using these setbacks as a springboard for finding their true market fit. For instance, the initial failures of companies like Airbnb and Slack were instrumental in guiding them towards the successful models they operate today. In creative fields like art, literature, and music, the creative process is often rife with failed attempts and rejected ideas. Artists may create multiple drafts and iterations of their work, each failure refining their skills and clarifying their artistic vision. Writers, for instance, often face numerous rejections before finding a publisher for their work, with each rejection providing insights that hone their writing skills. J.K. Rowling's initial rejections for the Harry Potter series, now a global phenomenon, exemplify the perseverance required in the face of failure in creative pursuits. Education, too, is undergoing a transformation in its approach to failure. Progressive educational models emphasize the importance of a growth mindset, encouraging students to view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and development. This approach fosters resilience and a love for lifelong learning, equipping students with the mindset and skills to navigate an increasingly complex and unpredictable world. Educators are adopting practices that celebrate effort and progress rather than just achievement, helping students to understand that failure is a natural and beneficial part of the learning journey. In sports, the role of failure in achieving excellence is widely acknowledged. Athletes and coaches understand that setbacks, losses, and mistakes are integral to developing skills and strategies. Each failure provides valuable feedback that can be used to improve performance. The stories of athletes who overcame numerous obstacles and failures to achieve greatness are sources of inspiration and testament to the power of resilience and hard work. Moreover, the corporate world is gradually recognizing the importance of learning from failures. Companies are implementing strategies like failure post-mortems or learning reviews to analyze what went wrong in failed projects and extract valuable lessons. By creating a culture that does not penalize failure but rather learns from it, organizations foster innovation and adaptability. These diverse examples across various fields demonstrate that the lessons learned from failure are not confined to any single domain, but are universally applicable. They highlight the importance of resilience, adaptability, a growth mindset, and the willingness to learn and iterate. As we continue to unravel the dynamics of failure and success, it becomes clear that the ability to navigate and leverage failure is a critical life skill. This realization leads us to a deeper understanding of how individuals can cultivate this skill in their personal and professional lives, creating pathways to success that are grounded in the wisdom gained from setbacks and challenges. This holistic approach to failure encompasses not just strategies and mindsets, but also the emotional and psychological aspects of dealing with setbacks, offering a comprehensive framework for turning failure into a stepping stone for success. In the final leg of this exploration into the role of failure in achieving success, we focus on the personal and psychological dimensions of dealing with setbacks. This involves understanding and developing the emotional intelligence, resilience, and strategic thinking necessary to effectively navigate failures and turn them into opportunities for growth and success. At the core of this approach is the development of emotional intelligence, EI. Emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage one's own emotions and those of others, plays a critical role in how we deal with failure. High EI enables individuals to face setbacks with a balanced perspective, maintain motivation, and manage stress and negative emotions that often accompany failure. This skill is particularly valuable in analyzing failures objectively, learning from them, and using these insights to guide future actions. Building resilience is another key aspect of turning failures into success. Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties, and it can be developed through consistent practice and mindset shifts. Resilient individuals do not see failures as reflections of their worth or capabilities, but as inevitable steps in the journey of growth. They maintain a positive, yet realistic outlook, use setbacks as motivation, and continue to pursue their goals with perseverance. Cultivating resilience often involves setting and pursuing meaningful goals, developing a strong support network, and maintaining a healthy balance between professional and personal life. Strategic thinking and adaptability are also essential in leveraging failure. This involves being able to step back and view the bigger picture, understanding how a particular setback fits into the overall journey. Strategic thinkers use failures to reassess their approach, make necessary adjustments, and develop more effective strategies. They are also adaptable, able to pivot and make changes in response to new information or changing circumstances. Furthermore, fostering a culture of learning and growth, both personally and within organizations, is vital. This culture encourages experimentation, risk-taking, and viewing failures as learning opportunities. In such environments, individuals feel more comfortable taking on challenges and pushing the boundaries of their abilities, leading to innovation and personal growth. Finally, it is important to acknowledge and celebrate the journey, not just the destination. Recognizing and appreciating the effort and learning that occurs through the process of facing and overcoming challenges is crucial. This approach helps in building a positive relationship with failure, seeing it not as a setback, but as an integral part of the path to success. In conclusion, the journey through understanding and embracing failure reveals that failure is not just a necessary evil, but a valuable asset in the pursuit of success. By developing emotional intelligence, resilience, strategic thinking, and a culture of learning and growth, individuals and organizations can transform their approach to setbacks. They can use failure as a powerful tool for innovation, self-improvement, and achieving goals. The key lies in redefining our relationship with failure, shifting from a perspective of fear and avoidance to one of acceptance, learning, and growth. This shift is not just about achieving external success. It's about personal development, resilience, and building a fulfilling and meaningful life journey. In embracing failure as an essential component of success, we open the doors to a world of possibilities, innovation, and continuous learning.